Happy Vlogmas 2022!
Hi everyone, and today we are going to be reading some Christmas books. I don't know if we'll be able to read all of them, but I don't know. So, we're starting out with Merry Christmas Little Critter by Mercer Mayer. It's one of my mom's favorite books. So, we're going to read it, and she might love to hear it in the background.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. Okay. Merry Christmas, Little Critter by Mercer Mayer. Every Christmas, little sister and I write our letters to Santa. Then we mail them all the way to the North Pole. To Santa. Little mouse. Dear Santa. We go sledding at Grandma and Grandpa's farm. I pull the sled up, up, up. Then we go down faster and faster and faster. Boom. They landed in a pile of snow next to the pigs. We all decorate the house for Christmas. Mom and little sister hang the wreath. I help Dad string the lights around and around the Christmas tree. Don't worry, Dad, I'll untangle you. Dad and I go Christmas shopping. I find the perfect gift for Mom. Won't Mom love this, Dad? We sing Christmas carols around the neighborhood. Yum, yum! Thanks for the eggnog. On Christmas Eve, I go to bed, but I can't sleep. Suddenly, I hear a sound on the roof. Me, Santa. I run to the window. You can see Santa. On Christmas morning, we open up all our gifts. Finally, there's just one gift left under the tree. It is the biggest gift of all. Merry Christmas, little critter. It says, Merry Christmas, little critter. Love, Santa. Wow, thank you, Santa. Grandma and Grandpa come over for Christmas dinner. Merry Christmas, everyone, I say. Merry Christmas, little critter. The end. And then there's this one, which is a coloring book, but it's also a story. So, it's the night before Christmas, and I made this a while ago. It says, Mariah. So, see, it's a coloring book. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon will be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. That looks fun. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch. To the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round tummy that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger side of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the dawn of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." And I drew a derpy drawing at the end. Now we have Snowmen at Christmas.
Our favorite.
Yeah.
Everybody loves this one.
Oh, it's a smiling snowman.
Make sure they pay attention to how pretty, how beautiful the pictures are.
Okay, because these are really pretty. And detailed. Also, at the end of the book, it says, "Readers, see if you find a cat, a rabbit, a Santa face, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and a little brown mouse hidden in each painting." So, that's what we're going to try to do.
But do it after you read the whole story.
Okay, well, I'll bring the pictures up close. Snowmen at Christmas. One Christmas Eve, I made a snowman, very fat and jolly. I dressed him up in red and green and trimmed his hat with holly. I saw his arms were trembling as if he couldn't wait. It made me start to wonder, how do snowmen celebrate? I think that while I'm snug in bed dreaming of Christmas treats, the merry snowmen slip away and hurry through the streets. They glide down snowy avenues with lamplights all aglow, the sleeping city blanketed in freshly fallen snow. They pass by toy shop windows framed with twinkling lights, pausing for a peek or two at holiday lights. The jolly snowmen gather from everywhere around for a Christmas party in the center of the town. Waving to each other, they call out with cheery greetings all their friends and family so happy to be meeting. A few merry snowmen start trimming the square. Soon holly and icicles are strung everywhere. And then reaching high for everyone to see, they hang balls of snow on the big Christmas tree. The snow children play freeze tag or red rover, or climb in a stack till they wobble right over. The mothers lay out all kinds of cold treats, ice cream and snow cones and dainty iced sweets. Then the dancing begins, to the tune of a fiddle. All the snowmen line up and sashay down the middle. Someone says, "Hush, could that be a jingle?" Then over the hill glides the snowman Kris Kringle. He opens his sack with a jolly ho ho and pulls out their presents, each made out of snow. Santa sips his cocoa. The reindeer romp and play. And then, with the whistle, they're off on their way. Such fun snowmen have, but there's still one more thing. With hearts full of joy, they hold hands and they sing, while the fiddler plays and sweet silver bells ring. They sing songs about snow and the birth of a king. The children are sleepy, the grown-ups are yawning. The snowmen go home just as Christmas is dawning. They're all back in their places when Christmas Day starts, but these folks made of snow have a glow in their hearts. Their smiles are more tender, their eyes softly shine, as the snowmen dream dreams of their Christmas time. Merry Christmas! So this book we really like, and it's one that we read every year. Also, comment down below, did you guys see any of the things that we were looking for? And now, If You Take a Mouse to the Movies, by Laura Numeroff, illustrated by Felicia Bond. If you take a mouse to the movies. If you take a mouse to the movies. If you take a mouse to the movies, he'll ask for some popcorn. When you give him the popcorn, he'll want to string it all together. Then he'll want to hang it on a Christmas tree. You'll have to buy him one. On the way home, you'll see a snowman in your neighbor's yard. He'll want to make one of his own. Then he'll need a carrot for a nose. When he's all finished, he'll decide to build a fort. He'll ask you to help him. Then he'll want to make some snowballs and have a snowball fight. I think this isn't fair. Look, he has this big castle. He's throwing a lot of snowballs at once. And then he's just making his snowballs, just barely. Playing outside will make him cold. He'll want to go inside and curl up on the couch. He'll ask you for a blanket. Once he's nice and cozy, he'll want to listen to Christmas carols. You'll have to find some on the radio. He'll probably sing along. The carols will remind him of his Christmas tree, so he'll want to make ornaments. You'll get him some paper and glue. He'll ask you for glitter. When the ornaments are done, he'll hang them all up. Then he'll stand back to look at the tree. He'll notice his popcorn string is missing. So he'll want to make another one. He'll ask you for some popcorn. And chances are, when you give him the popcorn, he'll want you to take him to the movies. So this one is funny. All of the, like, if you give a mouse a cookie books are funny. So, yeah. The puppy who wanted a boy. One day, Petey, who was a puppy, said to his mother, who was a dog, "I'd like a boy for Christmas." His mother, who was a dog, said she thought he could have a boy if he was a very good puppy. So the day before Christmas, Petey's mother asked, "Have you been a very good puppy?" "Oh yes," said Petey. "I didn't frighten the cat." "You didn't?" said Petey's mother. "Well, I just frightened her a little," said Petey. "And I didn't chew any shoes." "Not any," said his mother. "Just a teeny weeny chew," said Petey. "And I remembered, well, almost always remembered to bark when I wanted to go out." "All right," said his mother. "I think you've been good for such a little dog. I will go out and get you a boy for Christmas." But when Petey's mother came back, she looked very worried. "How would you like a soft white rabbit with pink ears for Christmas?" she said to Petey. "No thanks," said Petey. "Do you want a lovely canary?" "I'd like a boy," said Petey. "How about some guppies?" said Petey's mother. "I just want a boy," said Petey. "Petey," said his mother at last, "there are no boys to be found." "No boys?" cried Petey. Not one could I find. They're terribly short of boys this year." Petey thought he couldn't stand it if he didn't have a boy. Finally, his mother said, "There now, there must be a boy somewhere. Perhaps you could find some dog who would give his boy away." "Do you think I could?" said Petey. "It wouldn't hurt to try," said his mother. So Petey started off. It wasn't long before he saw a collie racing with a boy on a bicycle. Petey trembled with joy. "If I had a boy on a bicycle," said Petey to himself, "I could run like anything. I'll take a little run right now, and I'll ask the collie politely if he'll give his boy away." So Petey leaped after the bicycle. He called out to the collie, "Excuse me, do you want to give your boy away?" But the collie said no. He definitely didn't, in a dreadful tone of voice. Petey sat down. He watched the collie and his boy on a bicycle until they were out of sight. "I didn't really want a boy on a bicycle anyway," said Petey. After a while, he saw a setter playing ball with a boy. Petey was delighted. "If I had a boy to play ball with," said Petey, "I'd catch the ball smack in my mouth. I'd like to catch the ball now." But he remembered how cross the collie had been, so he sat down on the sidewalk and called out politely, "Excuse me, do you want to give your boy away?" But the setter said no. He definitely didn't, in a terrifying tone of voice. "Oh well," said Petey, trotting off. "I don't think playing ball is so much fun." Soon Petey came to a bulldog sitting in a car with a boy. Petey was pleased, for he was getting a little tired from so much walking. "If I had a boy in a car," said Petey, "I'd laugh at walking dogs. I'd like a ride right now." So he called out loudly but very politely, "Excuse me, but do you want to give your boy away?" But the bulldog said no. He definitely didn't, and he growled in Petey's face. "Uh-oh," said Petey. He hurried behind a house and stayed there until he saw the bulldog and his boy drive away. "Well, who wants to go riding in a car?" "Not me," said Petey, coming out from behind the house. He thought he would rest a while, though. He had come a long way for such a little dog. He was limping a bit when he started off again. After a while, he met a Scotty, walking with his boy and carrying a package in his mouth. "Now that is a good kind of boy," said Petey. "If I had a boy to take walks with and carry packages for, there might be some dog biscuits or cookies in the package. I would like a cookie right now." He hadn't had any lunch, but he remembered how cross the collie and the setter and the bulldog had been. So he stayed across the street and shouted at the top of his lungs, polite as he could be, "Excuse me, do you want to give your boy away?" Scotty had his mouth full with the package, but he managed to say no. He definitely didn't, and he showed his sharp teeth to Petey. "I guess that wasn't the kind of boy I wanted either," said poor Petey. "But my goodness, where can I find a boy?" Well, Petey trotted on, but he couldn't find a single dog who would give his boy away. Petey's ears began to droop. His tail grew limp. His little legs were very tired. "My mother was right," he thought. "There isn't a boy to be found." Just as it was getting dark, he came to a large building on the very edge of town. Petey was walking by slowly when he saw a sign, "Home for Boys." "Maybe I could find a boy there." "Here," said Petey to himself. "These boys have no parents and no dog to take care of them either." He padded slowly up the walk of the home. He was so tired he could hardly lift his little paws. Then Petey stopped. He listened. He could hear music. He looked through the window. He saw a lighted Christmas tree and children singing carols. Then Petey saw something else. On the front steps of the building, all by himself, sat a boy. He was not a very big boy, and he looked lonely. Petey gave a glad little cry. He forgot about being tired. He leaped up and landed in the boy's lap. Sniff, sniff, went Petey's little nose. Wag, wag, went Petey's tail. He kissed the boy with his warm, wet tongue. How glad the boy was to see Petey. He put both his arms around the little dog and hugged him tight. Then the front door opened and a lady looked out. "Why, here you are, Ricky," she said. "What is our newest boy doing out here all alone? Come on in and sit near the Christmas tree." Petey sat very still. The boy sat still. The boy looked up at the lady and down at Petey. Petey began to tremble. Would the boy go in and leave him? "I'm not alone," said the boy. "I've got a puppy." "A puppy!" The lady came out and looked at Petey in surprise. "Can he come too?" said the boy. "Why," said the lady, "you're a nice little dog. Wherever did you come from?" "Yes, bring him in." "Come on, puppy," cried the boy. In they scampered. The crowd of boys was playing around the Christmas tree. They rushed at Petey. They picked him up and petted him. Petey wagged his tail. He wagged his fat little body. He frisked about and looked every one at the boys. "Can we keep him?" said one. "Can we give him some supper?" said another. "Can we fix him a nice warm bed?" said a third. We will give him some supper and a nice warm bed," said the lady. "And tomorrow we will find his mother and see if she will let him stay." Petey knew his mother would let him stay. She knew how much he wanted a boy. But won't she be surprised, said Petey to herself with a happy little grin, when I tell her I got 50 boys for Christmas. Okay, so that's all the reading we're going to do tonight, but I hope you come back again tomorrow night so that you can watch more. And happy Vlogmas 2022!